The accompanist for this year's district chorus is certainly no stranger to District 4. She has been the accompanist for Western Branch High School's wonderful choral program for many years, that of course with her husband, Dr. Dennis Price. She's also been the organist at Churchland Baptist Church and has established a distinguished reputation in Tidewater as one of our finest musicians. Would you please welcome Mrs. Patricia Price. Our guest conductor for the district chorus this year has truly inspired our young people and drawn them to new heights. He is the director of choral activities at the University of Oklahoma, a graduate of Westminster Choir College, and both graduate degrees from Indiana University. He has indeed offered a great adventure for our students. We're very thankful to him. Please welcome Dr. Dennis Schrock.
I'd like to introduce our violinists. They are Andrew Sobel and Ted Lee, both juniors from Western Branch High School. And I'd also like to announce that we're switching the order of the program. The Laudate Jehovah, we're singing it in Latin. The Telemann piece is first, and then we'll replace it with The Heavens Are Telling third. Coming to the center of stage now are 9 singers who will sing the solo trio part in the next piece, the Haydn Creation. There were many students who auditioned, many of them very, very good. Difficult for me to select these fine youngsters. Their names are singing soprano, Michelle Bausman, Heather Husky, and Sandra Riddick. Singing tenor, Jason Abrams, David Kinzel, and David Lucas. And singing bass, DJ Carlisle, Joey Parrish, and Melvin Williams.
His word, His place of firmament.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to add my part to those expressed by my colleagues, and to especially say that I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with them. Both Mrs. Tabor and the soon-to-be Dr. Hocking have been outstanding, and it's a privilege for me to work with their talent and in their company. Also, I'd like to express my gratitude for being able to work with the fine talent on stage. I've made it no secret during yesterday and today that I think the talent here is equal to any I've seen across the country. It's true. A lot of it is attributable to them, to you, of course, their parents, but also their teachers. Their teachers do an extraordinary job. That's obvious. And I want to express my heartfelt thanks to them for all of the very fine work that they obviously do and I'm sure will continue to do. And in so saying that, I want to thank you for the support that you must give them and to ask you that you continue to support the teachers for the fine work that they're doing and for your children and these students here. It is, of course, very important, as my colleagues have said, the art, the participation in great masterworks that they do. There's no doubt in anybody's mind that these young people are better citizens for the work they do. Thank you.
After the performances of our three choirs this evening, I know you'll agree with me that choral music is indeed alive and well in District 4. Would you please give all three of our choruses another round of applause? I'd like to take a moment to recognize the individuals who prepared these students to share such beautiful music with you this evening. And I happen to be one of them, but I just still feel that my peers deserve a hand. So would all the teachers from District 4 please rise for a round of applause? Welcome on stage. Aren't we lucky to have such a wonderful job to work with these fine people? It is my honor this evening to announce the 20 students who will represent District 4 at All-State Chorus in April and the 8 alternates. You know, there's a platitude that's circulated, I've heard it all my life, that trying is winning. You know, that it's not whether you win or lose, it's trying. And that may be empty for some of us, but I want to tell you that as a participant in this process, I can tell you that never before have there been so many talented young people, and the selection process was very difficult. So indeed, everybody on this stage, and everybody who's been on this stage tonight, are winners. I believe that. This year, we didn't select, 3 first soprano, first alto, first tenors, and first basses were selected by a panel of judges, and 1 alternate from each of the first sections, and 2 second sopranos, second altos, second tenors, and second basses, and 1 alternate, for a total of 20 actual participants. I will announce soprano 1 first. We might need a little bit of house light, and would the all-state candidates please come down in front of the orchestra pit to avoid any crowding. Soprano 1, our first all-state student, is Kimberly Smith from Great Bridge High School. Our next soprano 1, Adina Felton from Indian River. Our next first soprano, Tamanita Booth from Indian River. And our first soprano alternate, Charlotte Roach from Great Bridge. I will now announce second soprano. This makes me very nervous. I will now announce the second sopranos. Our first second soprano is Laura Oliver from Great Bridge. Our next second soprano is Lori Jones from Great Bridge. And our second soprano alternate, Marcy Fombell from Great Bridge. Now on to our first altos. Lisa Powell from Churchland. Be careful, please. keep things rolling, otherwise my heart is going to be too fast. Our next first alto, Michelle Bausman from Great Bridge. Our next first alto, Catherine Bunch from Western Branch. And our first alto alternate, Tandy Coleman from Western Branch. Now I'll move on to announcing our second altos. Lori Crow from Great Bridge. Aaron Horn from Churchland. And our second alto alternate, Stacy Smith from Great Bridge. Now on to our gentlemen. Tenor 1, Jason Abrams from Great Bridge. Joshua Williams from Lakeland. Sean Cox from Wilson High School. And the tenor 1 alternate, James Miller from Nansemond River High School. Ladies, would you take a few steps to your left so we can fit the tenor? There we go. Moving on to tenor 2, Richard Coyle from Western Branch High School. David Lucas from Deep Creek High School. And our tenor 2 alternate, Douglas Williams from Indian River. Still need to keep moving over, folks. We got more people. Bass 1, Joey Parrish from Western Branch. Trey Simmons from Great Bridge. John Bible from Great Bridge. And our bass 1 alternate, Jerry Stewart from Churchland. And last but certainly not least, the bass 2s, Melvin Williams, Great Bridge. David Cheever, Indian River. and the bass 2 alternate, Michael Finney from Indian River. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give these young people and all our students a big hand? You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you. Let's all keep a song in our heart till next year. Thank you so much.